it does.
Hello YouTubers, you are back here with Shavron, and before I continue with this video, I want to quickly announce the winners of my Steam gift card giveaway, which was Mr. Monzu. I'll be contacting you personally about how to retrieve your winnings. So to continue with this video, there are more cards being shown to be released in the Eternity Code, which are Jack and Shark cards. So people who don't know about these two characters, Jack Atlas was one of the main characters from the 5Ds era of the Synchros, and he was a pilot for the Scar Red Dragon deck, and Shark was one of the main characters for the XYZ series, and he ran a lot of his just shark monsters in general, like shark effect monsters, shark XYZs, just anything to do with shark really. And flavor text here, there is only one king, Jack Atlas. However, Shark is technically an emperor, so it's very true. So first up, we have a Scar Red familiar. It's a Dark Fiend effect, level 4, 1600 attack, 0 defense. You can only use this card's names 1 and 2 effects once per turn each. You contribute 1 Fiend monster, then target 1 Dark Dragon Synchro monster in your graveyard, special summon in defense, but its effects is negated. You can banish this card from your graveyard, then target 1 Dark Dragon Synchro monster you control, declare a level from 1 to 8, that monster becomes that level until the end of turn. So that is a very good push to help the Scar Red deck to be able to force more Synchro players out, being able to get that one material back to keep going. It seems like it could be a card that can be used. Just thinking over the top of it, might take like a couple of play testings to see how many copies of this card you run in the deck. Again, I am not the most experienced player on the Scar Red archetype. I have versed it a fair bit myself. It is very combo heavy, and with the new master rule being revised, synchro decks are going to be very big. So Scar Red's going to get a pretty good boost on being able to play more effectively, not having to worry about the link block anymore. Being able to summon as many synchros as they want out onto the field helps every synchro deck. The new master rule revision was just great. So next up we have Crimson Resonator, a Dark Fiend tuner effect, level 2, 800 attack, 300 defense. You can use this card's names 1 and 2 effects once per turn each. You cannot special summon monsters from your extra deck during the turn you activate any of this card's effects except Dark Dragon Synchro monsters. If you control no monsters, you can special summon this card from your hand. If any other monster you control is exactly 1 Dark Dragon Synchro monster, you can special up to 2 Resonators from your hand or deck except Crimson Resonator. This card is actually really good support for the Scar Red deck. Again, I've versed a fair bit of it. The deck having this type of spam will really help the deck being able to get into big Scar Red Dragon guys straight up, getting just straight to their boss monster. And with the new one that has also been spoiled, this actually helped. This card is pretty much a big boost to be able to go straight into it instantly. Very good to see support on old decks like this. I can expect this deck to be, this card in general, to be very favored with all those synchro players out there who like just picking up on synchro decks. This is actually a very good support, and just by looking at it, I can see this card doing very great numbers for the deck. Very good support there. Another card, for the Resonator. It's Command Resonator. It's a spell quick play. You can only activate one card with this card's name per turn. Discard 1 Resonator monster, add 1 level 4 Law Fiend monster from your deck to hand. So that's even better. Being able to search these guys out straight to your hand really adds a very good consistent increase to the deck. So this Crimson Raider, you can almost guarantee it's going to be in your hand every turn. You're practically running 6 copies of this card. Very good support as well. Very happy to see it. Another one for the Scar Red deck, and we have a trap card. So it's Red Rain, a normal trap normal. You can only use this card's names to effect once per turn. If you control a level 8 or higher synchro monster, banish as many monsters on the field as possible except monsters with the highest level, and if you do, face up monsters on the field that were not banished by this effect are unaffected by card effects for this turn except their own. So this is not only you can clear board with this card, it's actually good protection for their boss monster, because they can use it in a response of an opponent trying to get rid of their boss synchro with an effect. So you chain this on it, your big guy becomes unaffected, and on top of that you banish any just monsters on the field that they've already got face up. That is actually really strong. As a defense, because your hot red, Scar red decks are very combo reliant, so I don't know how many copies of this card you would run. Again, with the new Master Rule being revised, they could run the deck more freely and add more card text to the deck, not having to worry about the link zone. And so maybe you could bump this up to more copies. But again, another really strong card for the archetype. Very happy to see good support for all decks. So here we have cards for the Shark archetype now. So first one, we have Lantern Shark, a water fish effect monster. It's level 4, 1500 attack, 900 defense. You can only use this card's name's one effect once per turn. If this card is normal sorry, or special summon, you can special summon one level 3, 4 or 5 monster from your hand in defense except Lantern Shark. You also you cannot special summon monster from the extra deck for the rest of this turn except XYZ monsters. This card can be treated as a level 3 or 5 monster when used for an XD summon of a water monster. So that's actually really good. So he's already level 4, and his second effect allows him to be pretty much used for XYZ material for level 3, 4 or 5. So the very versatile card for making XYZ plays. And again, with the new Master Rule revision coming through, it also helps XD monsters not having XD type decks not having to worry about that links zone anymore. So next up we have Cutter Shark. It's a water fish effect monster, level 4, 1600 attack, 500 defense. You can only use this card's name's effect once per turn. You can target one water monster you control that has a level. Special summon one fish monster with the same level but different name from your deck, but for the rest of the turn it cannot activate its effects. You also cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck except XYZ monsters. Sorry about that, guys. Not feeling the best lately, if you can't tell by the voice. But again, with this Cutter Shark, it actually combos very well with the Lantern Shark, being able to force out that rank 4 play straight away. So again, very promising support for a very weird archetype for Shark. It won't really push it into the meta or a competitive level, but you can definitely see this card being able to be more consistent, the archetype to be more consistent, to be playable. So again, this card can be treated as a level 3 or 5 monster when used for an XYZ summon of a water monster. So same effect as the other. Very good. So we have, next up we have an XC monster, a Valiant Shark Lancer. So 2 level 5 monsters. You can only use this card's names 1 and 2 effects once per turn each. You can target one monster from your opponent controls, detach one material from a monster you control, and if you do, destroy that target. This is a quick effect while you control another water XYZ monster. So quick effect really relies on having the second XYZ monster on the field. I don't think that will be very easy until the Master Rule gets revised, but again, very easy when it is revised. Just the whole link format really shuts down combo decks like this. So I can see this deck being very promising to be able to be more effective just by to be able to run it once that happens. So if another water XYZ monster you control is destroyed by battle or card effect while this monster is in the monster zone, you can choose one spell from your deck and place it on top of your deck. So it's not too hand, but putting it to the top of your deck, at least you know for sure you're going to be drawing it. It can actually really help depending on what type of spell. It's a generic one spell, so it could be anything that could really help you in the situation of the game that you're currently in. So that's a very unique ability to be seeing from an XYZ monster. So destroyed by battle or card effect really helps. It will make your opponent double think about removing any XYZ monsters you control. But keep in mind, it says another, so if they can beat over Shark Lancer, they don't have to worry about it. But I'm sure this deck will have something to work around that. So again, one spell, that is actually crazy. Choose any one spell. That could be a lot of things. Even a super poly if this deck is running it. That could really change the tide of the game. So we have a spell coming up. Air Torpedo. You can only use this. So you can only use either this card's names, 1 or 2 effects per turn, and only once that turn. So very so hard once per turn. Target 1 water monster you control, detach 1 material from it, and if you do, inflict damage to your opponent equal to the number of cards in your hand times 400. So that could be a pretty decent burn right there. And if you do that, the monster gains attack equal to the amount of damage this effect dealt. So not only you're doing that extra damage, this card also buffs your monster so you can beat over a lot of stuff. So if you have like 4 cards in hand, that is easily 1600 effect damage dealt. And say like this guy just goes to 4100, very good attack. You'll beat over a lot of things on the field with that much damage. So second this effect, you can banish this card and 1 water monster, XYZ monster from your graveyard and draw 2 cards. That is actually really good. Having like the ability to beat over things, do effect damage, and then draw 2 cards off it by banishing. So you're not even negging to use that second effect. It's just banish this card and 1 water XYZ monster from your grave and just draw 2. That's actually really good. Very good draw for your water decks out there. So next up we have XYZ Revive Splash. It's a trap normal. You can only use either this card's names, 1 or 2 effect per turn each, and only once that turn. So hard once per turn again. Target 1 rank level or lower XYZ monster in your graveyard, special summon it, and if you do, its attribute becomes water. So this really helps you to be able to use rank 4 toolbox cards, because then you can change its attribute after you get rid of it to whatever you want to be able to help this archetype from to be able to combo off still, because it does require you to have water XYZs. So very interesting with that. The monster are born for your XYZ monsters and changing its attribute to water. You can banish this monster. You can banish this card from your graveyard, then target 1 XYZ monster you control, special summon 1 water XYZ monster that is 1 rank higher from your deck by using that target as the material. This is treated as an XYZ monster. Also transfer the materials to that summoned monster. So this is legit a 1 card Shark Lancer for the deck, being able to bring back your rank 4s, making it water, and then just ranking it straight to rank 5. So really good there. So it does have a limit to how high the rank can go with its like reborn. It's rank 4 or lower. So they have thought through about how high in ranks you can go with it, but it's not really that much of a problem, because of the deck runs around your rank 3s to 5s anyway. So again, very strong. And keep it a reminder, when the Master Revision comes out, you have Bahamut Shark. You have Totally Awesome. This deck can go into Bahamut Shark like crazy, and then to be able to keep bringing out those Totally Awesomes, I see something happening here with these like, because if you look over it, even the Cutter Shark has the effect of being a level 3 or 5 material. Yeah, as well as being level 4. They both have that. That's very good there. I can see pretty good combos coming through for this like support. So very good water support there. And yeah, I'm not really too sure like about what other cards you would run in this deck. I'm not the most familiar with the Fish Water deck. Back when I played your like Bahamut Shark and Totally Awesome, that was back when Heroes was a big thing, so a couple years back now. And last time I saw this like Totally Awesome being ran was in when Paleozoics was a big thing as well. Expect them to come back with the Master Revision. So yeah, if you guys see any like cool deck links that I can try out for both of these like archetypes before and after the Master Revision, let me know in the comments below, because I'm definitely keen to see what these 2 decks can do. And again, that's me done. If you guys enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe. Sorry for the voice, it is actually killing, but I wanted to get over this and show like put through my thoughts and show to you guys what's happening at the moment. And again, you guys will be definitely seeing me next time. See you guys. Does